really good questions. Somebody?
Thank you. My friends and I have an idea about creating a website. We want that a responsive website.
Yes.
For example, if the user enters its mobile phone, like Twitter or Facebook, it should create a new page.
Yeah.
How should we use HTML5 or JavaScript? What can we do?
You're asking me to create your architecture for you?
Responsive website.
Yes. Sounds like good choices.
But how can we create a responsive website with HTML5?
You can create responsive websites, the elements in the page this size, and make the images this size, so you can change the way the HTML looks based on the resolution that is displayed on. That's the idea.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. There's a t-shirt for you over here. Bootstrap. The Bootstrap comes with built-in CSS style sheets for doing responsive design. Bootstrap is a good one. Yes?
Let me ask you again. Will I be able to use mobile phones, mobile systems core structure like camera, GPS, or anything else, etc.?
If you're
using English, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so yes you can. If you're creating an AngularJS application and you use Cordova, so Cordova creates a wrapper around it, but Cordova has plugins. So you could say, I can show you this, when you create your Cordova application, you can say which plugins you want to include. So now it's being created, so here you can see camera, compass, contacts. So these are your native APIs that you can make use of when you create a Cordova application. And in Cordova API, there's a camera class, and there's a contacts class, and so you can do that. Yes.
This IDE.
Yes, definitely. So this supports JavaScript, PHP. You can install PHP, Ruby, Python. You can go to the available plugins, and you will see that there is PHP. So it comes pre-installed with the small version. But I have a different version, so you can download and install NetBeans to include PHP and HTML5 and everything.
We can connect with MySQL.
Yes. Yes. Another question here. So wait, how many t-shirts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's been 3 questions so far. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay. You have shown us how it is easy to expose data from database.
Yes.
RESTful design. But most of the time, you don't actually expose all data from database.
Yeah.
Can we customize this and say that which data will be exposed and which will not?
Yes. You can set up security rules.
But automatically.
Not automatically. You would need to, at some point, you have to actually program as a programmer.
Can we intercept?
Yeah, you have to do it in the Java code. You have to, at some point, you have to go into the Java editor and actually code, and there you can set up security rules and determine which ones are exposed and things like that. Yeah. 2 more questions, and then we should be finished. Someone here? Yes.
First of all, thank you for your speech. My question is, can we use CSS3 animations for mobile application design?
Yes. The question is, can we use CSS3 animations for mobile applications?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And there's actually very many interesting JavaScript frameworks that relate to animations. You should look at one called Phaser, P-H-A-S-E-R. It's a game JavaScript framework with a lot of animations and cool things. Definitely.
I'm thinking about, it's not that relevant, but what do you think about .NET being open source, personally. What do you think about it?
About NetBeans open source.
.NET being open source.
NetBeans?
.NET, Microsoft.NET, Microsoft's .NET framework.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
So,
what do I think about Microsoft and .NET being open source?
yes.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Really?
It's wonderful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a promoter of open source. I think it's great that things are open source. And now we need to push them to the next step. You know? We need to get, they need to have a community around .NET. And that's what they want. And it's great. I think we should really be very happy. Don't you think?
Thanks.
I mean, it's one. I think one negative thing is we used to always say, well, .NET, Java is better than .NET because Java is open source, and now we can't say that anymore. So now we have to think of other reasons.
Okay, thank you.
But I think it's a really good thing. So thank you very much for coming. There's a NetBeans booth, and I will demonstrate anything that you want to see about this. Thank you.